Hello and welcome to Dad Got This. We're into the tough questions like, what do you get when you mix bacon, sausage, pasta, barbecue sauce, cream cheese, and what's Aladdin's favorite pasta? That second one's easy. Fettuccine. Just like you, I watch YouTube food shows. And one of my favorites is the Best Ever Food Review Show. He has been going to the different state fairs and trying the different foods, and one of them really caught my eye. At the Minnesota State Fair at Giggle's Campfire Grill, they have something they're calling the Timber Twist. And I was like, I have to try that. So let's go ahead and try and make a Timber Twist all the way down here in Florida. It's a little chilly today, so I think it's fitting. Let's get what we need. This seems like a twist on the shotgun shells or Texas Twinkies, something in that vein. We are going to take some Italian sausage, mozzarella cheese, cream cheese, sprinkle that with barbecue rub, stuff it in one of these, wrap it in some bacon, smoke it, and slather it in barbecue sauce. All of that sounds good to me. This is about 1.25 pounds of sausage. There really wasn't like a full-on recipe, but it didn't look that complex, so I think we got this. Like I said, there was no recipe, so I'm going to take a block of cream cheese. 8 ounces of cream cheese sounds good to me. This is 2 cups of mozzarella. We'll start with half of this. About 1 cup of mozzarella. They said coat it in a barbecue rub. I'm gonna use Dad Rub 1.2. This is my own little barbecue rub that I came up with. I have the recipe on my website. I'll also link it in the description. And you know what? It's fair food. 2 cups of mozzarella. And I don't want to under-season. Just really trying to make this a nice mix. All solid, not pockets of cream cheese, sausage. Really want to try to incorporate it. To make my life easy, I'm using my Ninja Woodfire grill. It is absolutely perfect for a recipe like this. Take the hopper, fill it with pellets. I'm using smoking pecan pellets, and give it the dad shake. The dad shake either compacts the pellets and makes it burn better, separates the pellets and gives it lots of air and makes it burn better, or does absolutely nothing and makes me feel like it burns better. I still do it every time.
Load up the wood fire, get it set up to 275 degrees Fahrenheit, and I don't know, like 4 hours or something. I don't know how long these are gonna take.
These are manicotti shells, or if you're an Italian from New Jersey, manicotti. In what I saw, it didn't look like they pre-cooked the pasta. They did it raw, so we're gonna drop one on the floor. That one was just a test to make sure that they're crunchy. They're crunchy. You're gonna take one, and you're just gonna stuff it.
Stuffing them was much harder than it looked. It did not go well. I tried a spoon, I tried my finger, I tried everything. It didn't work very well, so I gave up.
I'm gonna par cook these. I'm gonna go throw these in some boiling water for like 3 or 4 minutes. 6 minutes. I boiled them for 6 minutes, and now they're still firm, but you can do that, which I think is going to be much better. Stuffing, yeah, oh boy. Don't try to do them completely uncooked. This is the way to go. I honestly don't see how these can't be good. Everything about them sounds good. They supposedly sell thousands of these at the fair. I feel bad for the people who have to do that. Now it is time to wrap them in bacon. I think my bacon is going to be too thick. Oh no, that'll probably work. Take it. 1 sheet of bacon works really nicely around each one. Sheet, slice, call it a slice of bacon. Piece of bacon. I'm using some thick cut hickory smoked bacon, and 1 pack should be enough. I just had a partial pack. That's why I had to break open the second. Be interested to see how the uncooked ones compare to the par cooked ones. I'm gonna take this opportunity to dust these with some barbecue rub. We're gonna use the air crisp basket. Try and give them a little bit of room. More barbecue rub on the other side. First step is to smoke them, and then halfway through, we're gonna brush them with some barbecue sauce. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I need to get the sausage at least to 165, and I'd like a little bit of crisp on the bacon. We're gonna play this by ear. We are super smoky over here, which is what we want. Pop that guy in there. I'm gonna go ahead and check on these in about an hour. See you in a bit. We are 1 hour into this cook. Let's see how they look. Looking nice and smoky. They're cooked. These guys are awesome looking. We're gonna just sauce them up a little bit.
For this last bit here, we're going to go ahead and kick the temperature up to 375 degrees, and we're going to throw it on the air crisp setting.
I went ahead and I skipped reigniting the pellets. It's not gonna need that. So I just held down that start button for like 3 seconds and boom, skipped that and went right into preheat. I'm gonna give these like 20, 25 minutes and see how they look. I'm very excited about this. It's been about 20 minutes. Let's check on these. Oh, might have gotten a little aggressive with my air crisp, but I think we're good. Actually, not too bad. I don't think I went too overboard. Let's grab one of these guys out of here. Hit it with a little extra barbecue, a little extra rub. And there's my attempt at the timber twist from Giggle's Campfire Grill at the Minnesota State Fair. How's it taste? Let's go cross section. Cross section looks pretty good. I love that barbecue sauce, so. That is good. That is really good. Sweet, salty. The pasta has a little bite to it still. You get that sausage in there. I think it needs to cool down so I can really get into it. Let me do some photos and then we'll try it again. All right, it should have cooled down a little bit. Pop it open. Twister. Still very hot. Oh yeah. Be careful. This is a very salty barbecue sauce. If you do too much, when I dressed it that first time, I was like, man, it seems a little salty. Let me just hit a little bit of this on there. See how that does. Yeah, you don't need much of that. This is really good though. I can see why these are popular at the fair. You gotta par cook them. This one that wasn't is crunchy. The Me and Me wants to make an addition. This is a little bit more cream cheese that I softened in the microwave. This is some sour cream. Let's hit it with a little bit of cream cheese and sour cream. That improves it. Bit of creaminess kind of adds a little something to it. Maybe if I had more cream cheese in my filling, I wouldn't need that, but I definitely like it. It reminds me of like a, you know, like you chop a taco. I would do that. That's not in the original recipe, but I recommend it. I'm gonna make a couple little tweaks to this, and then I will put a link to the recipe down in the description. It'll be on my website, dadgotthis.com. If you are enjoying this content, please do the likey subscribe thing. YouTube loves it when you leave a like. I love it when you leave a comment. I answer just about every comment in my comment section. If you really want to support this channel, consider becoming a member. You get all kinds of benefits, but if you can't, subscribing would be enough. So with all that out of the way, I guess there's only one question left to answer. Where does a spaghetti go to dance? The meatball. Yeah, pretty bad. Dad may tell horrible dad jokes, cook some amazing fair food, but one thing Dad will never do is an outro. So that's it. Bye.
This is the part where I thank all of my members. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much for your support, and rock on. I don't know why I said rock on, but rock on.